Was it good? Was it bad? Were the critics right? Was the audience right? Let's talk about it. I feel like, to be honest, I could see both sides. So let's kind of talk about which side I lean more towards, who I think is right. The audience or the critics. I guess, 50% of the critics still liked the movie. So there's just obviously a divide. But there's definitely bad to be said about this film, and there's definitely good to be said about this film. So, for one of the biggest flaws with this film is its villain. And a superhero movie without a villain, not my speed. I don't really love that he wasn't menacing. I'm not really going to get into spoilers because, if you want to go see it, that's great. But I just don't really think that the villain was very important. I also think the movie's a little bit messy, a little bit feels, chopped up, restitched together in places that you can tell that some things weren't fleshed out as much as they originally intended to. But let's get to the good things. Get to the things that I really did enjoy about the film, which honestly it has, in my opinion, more good going for it than bad. A big criticism that the critics had about the movie was that it would pick a message and not go all in on it, right? Like it had something to say, but would kind of step away from it a little bit. And I'll tell you, I just have a slightly different opinion on that. I understand where they're coming from, right? Like they want, if they're going to talk about a black Captain America in America right now during these days, go in on how hard that would be. And like the president and having an angry president, right? Obviously kind of referencing our current president. But I actually really appreciate the route that they did go with it because I feel like they already kind of touched on that in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. All those problems and all those things that they wanted to address originally. And now, as a character, Sam Wilson is able to move forward and say, okay, I understand that maybe I've been wronged in the past. But the point is that people can change and we can forgive and we can unify. The movie opens with Harrison Ford talking about, it's not really a spoiler, but he's talking about how he's going to unify the people. And I think that that's a great message to carry throughout the movie, and it does carry throughout the movie. I think that that's at the heart of it, is that recognizing, okay, people could change. They might be bad, I might disagree with you, and we might never agree, but I don't think you're a horrible person. I don't think you're bad. You have every right to feel the way that you feel. Just don't be a crappy person. That's something we all should generally do. And people on both sides of the political aisle are crappy, but also both people on both sides of the political aisle are really good. So let's just try to see the good in each other rather than focusing so much on the bad. And I really loved, it just felt like such a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, we're done with the anger. We've moved past the anger of the politics. And now we're able to just say, okay, let's unify, let's understand each other, let's try to be more respectful, because it's just so frustrating that they want more anger, more contention in the movie. But I understand, wanting a message that you believe in to be presented in a way that you believe, and it wasn't presented strongly enough. But to me, the message that I want is, let's unify, let's not hate each other so much. And they definitely did that. I really appreciated that a lot. So that was probably my biggest positive of the movie. Another thing is the action is really good. I really enjoy the action. It's big in some scenes. The intimate parts are really awesome and cool. Red Hulk is in this movie. I'm sure if you've seen any posters or trailers, you know that. I think the fight with him is really cool. He looks really good. I think the acting is really good. I think Sam Wilson did great. Harrison Ford did great. And Harrison Ford, sometimes we just think of him as Han Solo and Indiana Jones, but he's a really great emotional actor, and he really gives heart to this character that he's playing. So I really enjoyed all those aspects. I think the biggest thing was I ended up enjoying the messages that they did share more than some people, and that's probably why it's causing divide. Also, the villain is kind of bad, so that might be a reason that people give it less than a 3 out of 5. That's how Rotten Tomatoes works anyways. If it's less than a 3 out of 5, then it's rotten, right? So 50% of the critics gave it over 3, 50% gave it under 3. Yeah, I think I understand where the divide is coming from, but I definitely lean more towards it was a decent film. Definitely not incredible, not at the top of the MCU, probably a little lower, but it's better than like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, better than the Marvels, better than Thor: Love and Thunder, probably for a lot of people better than Multiverse of Madness. I'm still not sure if I like it more than that one, but yeah, I think it's definitely worth seeing, especially if you like the MCU, because, another good thing it did was push the MCU forward, and I really appreciate that a lot, because it feels like they haven't been doing that recently. Anyways, go check it out if you want to. You can wait for it on streaming, but let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good things, because I love it, and I really appreciate it, and I just love talking. I'll respond to your comments. I love this, so thanks. Bye.